Sherry, just Sherry. I guess I am going to start a channel. Well, obviously I'm starting a channel, I'm talking now, about my VSG journey. I did decide to go ahead and go through it, so I guess I'll just take you guys along with me throughout the process. I'm not really sure how this YouTube thing works, so we're just gonna wing it. I've done some research. Actually, my son talked me into doing this because he said that maybe I can help others who are considering getting the surgery. If you see me looking down, I have my handy dandy notebook here, just a few notes with things I can't remember. This goes back, I would say, about 17 years that I've been struggling with my weight. After my daughter, who is now 17, I just couldn't seem to get the weight off and keep it off, I should say. I think I got it off about, I want to say about 15 years ago, and I got off about 30 pounds. However, that was with a personal trainer, training 5 times a day with a meal prep. So yeah, it was a lot of work. That weight stayed off, I would say maybe about 4 or 5 months. That weight stayed off, and I ended up gaining it again. Since then, I've tried so many different ways of trying to lose weight, and it would come off, but the regain would be real. I would pretty much gain back everything that I lost, plus some. Most recently, I would say this was last year, my wife and I tried the low carb. We did it for about 10 months. She lost 50 pounds. I lost 10. So at that point, I just said enough is enough. I have to find something else to do. So while cruising through YouTube, I found a lot of stories, and I started researching more and more about different weight loss surgeries. The most popular one I had heard of was the gastric bypass, but I knew I didn't want that. I don't want, moving intestines and things. I don't want to do that. It's too much, too invasive. So once I researched a little more, I found VSG. So here I am. I did make an appointment. I live in Atlanta. I did do some research on surgeons here. I work for Northside Hospital. So we did have, a weight loss management center. So I did some research and made an appointment to speak with them. So, the stats. See, told you, I'm learning. The stats. I'm 5'10", and my highest weight was 309. Now, I'm not talking about months and months ago. I was recently 309. But when I went to get weighed at my initial consultation, I was 306. Okay. I did speak with the surgeon. No, back up. The initial one, my initial visit ended up being a little bit more than what I thought it would be. So I ended up rescheduling. So I rescheduled and met with the surgeon. He went over everything with me. I don't really have any pre-existing conditions, meaning I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have heart disease, anything that would automatically qualify you except for my BMI. And my BMI is 43.9. So I'm 5'10", 309 with a BMI of 43.9. So I am considered morbidly obese. I always get, compliments from friends and my family saying, you don't need to do it. You're perfectly fine the way you are, but they don't understand how heavy this weight is, how having to go upstairs is a challenge. It's a challenge, just going upstairs. We now have little ones, so I can't really run around and play with them in the backyard like I want to without running out of breath. I do have asthma, so that makes it a little worse, and all this weight gain has made that even worse. So I appreciate my friends and family, but this is something that I had to do for myself. I haven't really put it out to everyone. My close circle knows, but not everyone else knows. So I guess if they go searching through YouTube, they'll know and see what else. So my insurance is Humana. Now with Humana, I have to have a trail of 4 months. So I need to do 4 months of nutrition visits with a nutritionist. I have to see a psychologist, and of course get a pre-approval from your primary physician. My primary physician signed off right away. As soon as I had my doctor's appointment for it, she signed off right away. That was no problem. Let's see. I don't have any additional requirements from the surgeon. That's normally, like I said, if you have sleep apnea, high blood pressure, things like that. I do have to do a group session. That should be interesting, in there with a lot of people who are doing the same thing as I am doing. Let's see here. With my family, I'm working on my wife. Like I said, she loves me the way I am, so I'm working on her and getting her on board. Now, my family history, my family does have a history of high blood pressure and heart disease. My mom, her blood pressure was always through the roof, and she was a big woman. My dad, as far as I can remember, he had really high blood pressure. He was on medication as well, and he actually died of a heart attack. So I really don't want to go down that road. I don't want those kind of issues. During my visit, they gave me this little book. Let me show you this little book. It's pretty cool. And it has all kind of information in it. It breaks things down to you. Very informative. Has a lot of information. Breaks a lot of stuff down. So whenever you forget something, you can always go back to your guide. Let's see, anything else? I think that's about it for now. I have all of my appointments for my nutrition visits. They set them ahead of time. I normally set them for Fridays because I normally get off early on Fridays anyway. So I set them for Fridays. I think that's it for my notes from now. If I come up with anything else, I'll just put it in the next video. All right, take care.